Thank you for choosing our Patio Heat channel. I'm Steve. We provide tips and information to extend the enjoyment of your patio project. Our videos give you a knowledgeable overview prior to investing in your outdoor heating equipment. Whether you are a professional or owner builder, we provide specific details for optimum heat coverage for your application. Post a comment or question, or for developed visual designs, send your request into designs@patioheat.com. We're here to work with you. For over 30 years, patio heating is the bedrock of our business, expressing what works best. Now let's get heating. All right, so here we have this Alumawood project here that has a covered patio deck. And so essentially, let's go ahead and get the overall dimensions that I received. And the dimensions I received were 16 foot this direction and 29 feet this direction. They said that there's a wall that comes out here about 8 feet, and I have a 10-foot height here that goes to the top of the ceiling up here, and then I have a section over here that is the lowest part of the ceiling at 8'4". This is all Alumawood, so the combustible rate isn't as critical as other things, but you do want to make sure that you're not hitting the Alumawood with the ray itself, because you don't want it to warp or something of that nature. But let's go ahead and look at some options. So the main area that they wanted to heat, they had mentioned would be this area here, and I believe this is 25 foot by 13 foot. Now, I'm not 100% certain if the true dimensions start from inside to the wall here, or to what I have before, which was the 16 foot to this outer edge here. But let's just say that this is the area that they want to heat up, and we'll go ahead and turn that area off and look at two different options that I can come up with right now. Now, these options are not going to be a fixed option at this point here, but what I have is 4 of the SlimLine 4,000 watt units. You can see I don't have them attached to the ceiling or to anything at this moment. The reason why is because of the fact that if you mount this bracket here along this edge here, you cannot change this angle to what I have right now, which is 30 degrees in. You would have to be 45 degrees in, and that coverage will not hit this lower section over here. Another thing you can see on this side here, I have them at mounted right below these beams going across here. And also, you know, you may want to lower the unit a little bit more based on the fact that this is Alumawood. Maybe we should, you know, lower it maybe 3 to 4 inches over here, something of that nature. There is a bracket that is 4 inches longer, 2 inches longer, and 6 inches longer that you can get for this particular unit. And again, I have these mounted at a 30-degree tilt, so 30 degrees from straight down to the ground, 30 degrees up. And let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. So the footprint of heat, you can see with this amount of units, 4 of them, we're covering pretty much the seating positions that I have here, but it doesn't quite match the area that they had originally quoted, this 13 by 25 feet. But we're pretty close to it. You know, we're not hitting this edge over here. We have nice coverage crossover rays here, and we're not hitting this edge over here as well. However, you know, if you're the person that likes to be in the cooler air, you might want to sit over here, and same with this area over here. And you can see that I don't have these chairs all set up exactly like, you know, the actual seating plan of the area. This might be, you know, moved over slightly, you know, almost to the outer edge here. So the coverage might not be as perfect as I'm showing here. But in any case, that would be 4 units. Now you could take some kind of, you know, steel beam or Alumawood beam that would come across here to mount right there. And same with that over here. And you know, utilizing this over here, you also might want to, you know, take these 2 units here, and let's just say we mount them on this Alumawood above here. I'm just going to place it right here for a second, and then I'll move it over so that it's similar to this. And then also I'm going to go ahead and make these unique here and change the actual angle here. So we could take this and we'll change this so that it's no longer the 30 degrees, and we'll change that to 0 degrees. And in any case, you can see here, now we're covering the area here fairly well, and that would work out pretty good. Also, again, you may want to lower this section right here. Now I have these at, I believe, 10-foot center to centers. So let's just check that really quick. And what I have here to here, yeah, is a 10-foot center to center. And so in any case, that would work out pretty good. And you know, this, just like I said, the seating area over here is not covered, and this, you know, position over here, so that 25-foot distance, or the area that they want to heat, isn't 100% covered. However, we could do something a little bit different and add 6 units, and this whole entire space would be covered. Now I have this centered within the total span of the structure here, and let's just look at the distance I have from center point to center point on each unit. And let's grab this right here. I think it's still about 10 feet, but I think it might be slightly less because of the, yeah, it is 10 feet here. So yeah, we just want to make sure that we're meeting the clearances below the heater, which is 18 inches on the sides of the heater itself. So we want to make sure that the structure here is not hit by the 18-inch of clearance there. So let's go ahead and turn that off and turn that ray back on. And again, you could move these 3 units onto this and go straight down with the beam itself. However, again, if you mount it on this edge right here, it's going to be a 45-degree tilt, and that 45-degree tilt just won't hit this area right here. So, all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. Subscribe to our channel. It really helps our channel out, and it helps others find us as well. So we really appreciate you doing that. Thank you very much. Have an excellent day.